Hello, hello, hello. I hope everybody can hear me okay. As you see, I have a special guest, Captain Chris Johnson. It was the last moment. I didn't get up until 10:30. We were up until I was up by the time I got to bed. It was 4:30, I think. Yeah, last night we were on with Mino. Oh, Mino, by the way, officially. And Ash came on and chatted with a few of us, and then a few more people came in, and just kind of a relaxing thing. You didn't miss a bunch of updates. That's not why you was there. Just chatting, and everybody was excited. So it was a good thing. It was good for me, and she's a wonderful, wonderful lady. Anyway, what I wanted to say was how blessed we really are. I think about this yesterday, the day before. You hear people talking. Where else can people in their older years, from 40, 35, 40, 55, 60, get a new lease on life and live your life to the fullest? And where else can you be blessed like with ONPASSIVE? There's nowhere. And then the CEO himself, Ash Rupara, comes on a webinar to say hi to everybody. I mean, that don't happen. I didn't see the CEO of my company. I saw the president. The CEO was like some mythical creature. He might as well have been a unicorn. I never saw him. You see his car. You might see him walk to it. Never talked to anybody, nothing. Ask comes on. He's always kind to people. And whoever he's talking to, he makes it personal. You know he's talking to you. And I thought it was so great that he was able to talk to Mina because she's a wonderful lady, Ava, everybody. So it was a definite blessing for me to see that. And, like we all talk, Chris was in the auto industry. I worked on copper foil industry for 25, 26 years before I wound up not being able to. But at that point, I said, man, well, am I ever going to be able to have that big reason why again? And I do. This is so much bigger, and I enjoy it better even than the company I work for. And I liked it. I liked the company I work for, but not like this. Not where you're part of it. You get to go on this journey. Look, trust me, no matter what anybody says about the journey, because you're on it, the biggest thing years to come, your cabinets are full, your gas tank's full, you got the car you want, whatever. When that's all said and done, one thing you could talk about that most people can't is you were on the journey while it was being done. And trust me, that will mean a lot later on, a lot more than you think. It means a lot to me now because I've been on a journey for 19 years. And the first 90% of it, 95% of it was horrible. I enjoyed marketing, but I didn't enjoy the results because the results were something, it's a moving target. It's not legit. It's corrupt. They're not really designed. They're definitely not designed for everybody to win. A handful win, and even the ones that you think are doing, they're doing so great. Trust me, they have got this load of popularity. They made money. They built big teams. And when that company folded, their lifestyle that they live, they can't afford it anymore. So they go up and back down, up and back down. That's why when we hear about the journey, my thought is take your time. I do not want to go up and down. Life's too short to go up and then back down. And let me tell you something. The only thing people remember is the crash. So the startup of this company, like Ash Rupara knows better than anyone, he took these journeys. He was on the path that a lot of us did. Different scale, different person, but he got ripped off. We got ripped off. It was corrupt. And he said to himself and his wife, the only way that I can have control where I want it done right and where people get an even shake, they're treated fairly. There's no hidden things. There's no, oh, I got you, fake it till you make it, is do it myself. And thank God above he did. Thank God above he did. You know, he was saying last night he feels like this is what he was meant to do. He doesn't try to push religion on anybody, and that's fine. I agree with what he said. There's no way something this big and impactful to the world, and I mean people that are in countries where they're really, really poor. They don't have anything. I can't wait. He said it last night. Can you imagine when we go on the news for something good? Could you imagine that? And it's a heck of a lot better than hearing about there's a war here, this country invaded this person stole $20 trillion from everybody. But think about that. Think about that day on the news when you're watching and they do a broadcast about ONPASSIVE and all the blessings that it's done. That's going to be, listen, you tell me you won't stand up like a freaking peacock. I guarantee it. You'll say, I was in that journey. You'll be bragging about the journey. Some of you will be bragging about the journey that you complained about the whole time. And I just wanted, and I wanted Chris with me really today because he gets it. Because he was beat up, and he's going to talk. I'm not talking for him. Because he was beat up in his job 30 years. Yeah, he did well. He made good. But he sacrificed a lot of things. And let me tell you, when you're at work, and I know this for a fact because I was on call always, and it's one of your kids' birthdays and you can't go, or there's a big get-together or picnic and my behind's at work because something blew up and I got to go there and fix it. And I could be there 12, 15 hours, get home and there's leftovers in the fridge. I mean, trust me, that's not the same as being there live. But ONPASSIVE gives all of us that blessing. I use the word blessing. You take it any way you want. It makes no difference to me. I would hope you take it right. This was not an accident. Life is not an accident. I don't care what you believe. You can't think two rocks collided 5, 10 billion years ago and all of a sudden we're here and all that. It doesn't even make sense. It doesn't make sense. So I believe we're blessed. I am so happy that 2 weeks before I met Peter Rogers about ONPASSIVE, I didn't quit. I kept going and kept going. One thing, I'm stubborn, thank God. And there it was, ONPASSIVE. It was just a little door opening. I looked at it and said, oh, man, that seems different. Now, a lot of them seem different, but it's the first time in my entire life, 19 years, guaranteed, and I'm talking thousands of hours, that it got better every month. In fact, the company that I joined never really happened. It bypassed that and went to the stratosphere of where we are now. We're all on the ride. We didn't even have to pay for the ticket. We get this roller coaster ride of a lifetime. We paid a ticket and the conductor gave the ticket back. What the freak? So I'm really stoked up. I'm so happy. Nino last night was so happy. She was almost speechless. He took the time. He talked about food. It was just a pleasant get together. So I don't want anybody to think I missed it. How come? No, knock that crap off. Yeah, be happy for other people. I would be, even if I didn't go. Trust me. But it was nice for them. I was stoked. And people that don't get the opportunity, a lot of them were there. A lot of people that never really talked to ask got to be there. And it was perfect. Anyway, I'm going to turn it over to Chris for a little bit and stop talking. 395 people, Chris.
Wow. I think I have 80 to 100 that were on mine, which is great. Sorry to everyone. I posted my live. Honest to God, as soon as I posted my live for today, Marty said, Hey, what are you doing? I thought we're going to do it. Oh my gosh, I completely forgot. So I canceled everything. So if you're over there, I apologize. Come on over here. The party is here. I want to really do a shout out to Manu Miller and her new show, which is called Omino, the Big O. And it was funny because I'm thinking Ash likes to come up with names and ideas, and I'm thinking I'm gonna just ask him, hey Ash, I don't know, Manu does this every single night. Probably, I think she needs a name. And he thought about it, and he was kind of, people were excited to see him. We're jumping in. He's like, wait, we got to finish this business here. And he came up with, not only did he come up with the name, he asked what her favorite color was, and then he throws it in the OES backup, the update section. So, Manu, it couldn't be more deserved. I've watched you work. I've watched you get involved with a lot of things, and a lot of you have. She took it to another level, and she was doing Connect so much. I'm like, oh my god, another one. But she kept going, and so I had a discussion with Marty a couple days ago about people doing Connects or webinars, and it's a nice place. And Marty worded it very poetically. Ash said some really poetic things last night, but Marty said it's a nice place where Ash can just come, kick back, take his shoes off, enjoy the family, and have a conversation. So, and he really loved this. And we weren't really advertising it out because we were just kind of keep it to a small group. And he's like, hey, what? We got 38 people. What's going on? In other words, I'm here. So we popped it out there. Within 30 minutes, 40 minutes, there was almost 5,000 people on there. And I was more excited for Manu. And I am still excited for her. I can't wait. You've already blown up. I don't know if you know it. People know who you are. And that's one thing myself and Marty love to do is hold people up and let them stay there. And then, boom, you're on your own. So the roots that you grew, Manu, you did it on your own. You and Ava Diaz, too, getting out there every night. I don't forget about anyone. Sometimes I do, but I don't mean to. But thank you for doing this. When Ash first came on, and Marty knew, Marty goes, hey, Chris, by the way, Ash is coming on. And I knew it was late. I'm like, oh, no, I got such a busy day today, which I didn't wake up till 10:30. Me and Marty both slept till 10:30. I don't normally turn my phone on before I do my prayers. I said, I better look. I got all these calls that are supposed to be happening today. I'm like, all right, I'm going to be a little late. So was it worth staying up till 3 o'clock in the morning? Yes. And I want to, for the record, you guys remember a long time ago that I threw Ash Mafar off his own webinar. Now, I got a better one now. Manu's new. And Ash had texted me and said, hey, Chris, watch this. Watch this. And I'm like, all right, I'm watching. So they're talking, and Ash is going to do whatever he's going to do. And accidentally, because Minna wasn't sure, she shut the whole webinar down, which I thought I was laughing. I texted Ash. I said, you were just cut off. And he says, I know. I was used to it. So for the record, Manu Miller threw Ash Mafar off another webinar. And you know what? This is the greatest thing. Any other CEO would probably be calling his executive secretary, find out who did it, get rid of them. That ain't never happening again. But Ash Mafar, he laughs it off. It was an accident. It was a mistake. Why get angry over something? He was talking a lot about love and compassion, doing the right thing, doing right things. And I love when he talks like that. It went from, he came on, all right, let's talk about a passive. And what always happened, you guys ever hear this, the saying that I went to a hockey match and a boxing match broke out. Same with Ash Mafar. I went to a webinar about a passive and a gourmet chef pops out. Next thing you know, we're talking about food from all over the world because Ash Mafar loves food. People are calling these names I've never even heard of. Hey, have you ever tried this from Spain? Oh, I love that. Oh, and I'm like, in my head, all right, we're talking about food. We're talking about food again, Ash. I think it's his second favorite thing. I even think it's even with when he's talking about food and passive. But what he was trying to say is there's no reason to be mean to people. No reason at all. And all I want to do is give people an opportunity or a chance to check this out. We don't care if you like it or don't like it, but at least check it out. Now he's talking about the competition, the contest, sorry, and giving away these 3 free products and have the opportunity to win $21,000 with all the total packages. And to this day, people say, "Oh no, I'm not falling for that." But that's the thing for me is I do want to convince people. Listen, you don't give us a dime, no credit cards, no nothing, and we just want you to check it out. We want you to get in that driver's seat, drive it around. If you like it, great. Join the contest, by the way. And if you don't like it, be on your way. But I promise you this. Not only are you going to like it, but 20 years from now, you're going to say, I'm really glad that these guys showed me this. And I took the opportunity and at least checked out the 3 free products because look where I'm at today. Now, you can envision that for yourself when you say, look at where I'm at today. Because all of us, our whole lives. Listen, when I swore when I was 12 years old that I was going to be a millionaire by 25. Didn't happen. All right. I can't remember. I was 22 years old when I got my job with Ford's. All right. You know, and I'm thinking, I'm never going to become a millionaire with Ford's unless I put 40 years in, literally. All right. And then here's the biggest, and I have to say it this way. Here's the biggest sucker thing out there. This is where Marty's talking about missing the birthdays, the holidays. I missed them all. Why? Because there was this thing called overtime. Now, when you hear overtime, that's the big money. Hey, listen, folks, there's no such thing as big money. You cannot replace or go back to your daughter or son's 5th or 6th birthday, all right, because you made $50 more an hour that day. If you needed the money, I mean, I believe, I know why people do it, but what happened with me is overtime became all the time. I was, like Manu Miller said last night, Dash, I'm addicted to doing these webinars, which I love. I was addicted to making overtime, making that big money. And I blocked everything out around me, including my family. I wanted to earn that money. I had a goal. I'm going to be a millionaire. But you know what? 32 years of working. I trade it back to go back and make the Christmas, the Easters, the birthdays, the parent conference, teacher things that a lot of the guys miss. Don't miss that kind of stuff. To all you future generations that's coming, don't miss your kids' lives because of money. It's not worth it. When Amplify came up with ONPASSIVE, and I thought about it, and there's a lot of things I thought about. Wow, who the heck would come up with some way that you can make money and you can own a business and you don't have to do anything? And they're saying, Chris, be with your kids, be with your spouse, be with your friends, your girlfriends, whatever it is, but go enjoy life because it's only one shot. And sometimes I get mad. I'm like, all right, Ash, I want you to go fishing. But right now, his mind is straightforward that I have a lot of people to take care of. And I believe he thinks that way. He's got a lot of things on his shoulder, but you'd never know it because he wants you to spend time with your kids or your spouse. I guarantee you this. Because of work, and there's a big percentage, I don't know what it is, because of work, there's a lot of divorces in life. Sad to say it that way. Usually because, all he or she does is work. They don't want to spend no time with me. Man, let's get rid of, I don't want to hear overtime anymore. Overtime it killed your time. You can't go back. We're talking to the future generation now. Anyone that wants it to change your life so you don't have to go through what we had to go through. All right. And let me tell you this, as Marty well knows, as a lot of people know, as my cousins know, when you work for a company, you are strictly a number. I don't care what anyone says. You heard it for years. I could have been replaced in a second flat with the auto industry. We are numbers Always will be. This is the first company that I'm not a number here. I can make a difference. I can strive higher and higher, or I can sit back and just enjoy the ride. But I'm not a number. I'm important. Why am I important? Because I'm going to be able to do what I want to do. That makes me number one. And that's how you should all think. But in the process of being number one, there's a lot of room for everyone to be number one. And that's what ONPASSIVE is. I believe that Ash has shown us that over and over and over. I do want to say one more thing here before I give it back to Marty. Ash Bafar brought up I think it was last week, about there's people that's going to make big money day one. All right. What he was talking about was individuals that went out and built huge teams. That really started, actually, there was some people started it when I did to build a huge team. And I got a couple phone calls. So we're not going to make any. No. You completely did not listen to what the man said. He said day one, there's people that's going to be like in shock of what they're going to get from the compensation and all that and commissions. What you weren't listening to is that's going to come from everybody. Let me give you an example. I'll use Marty. I'm not sure. Marty started in 2019. It's 2023. Marty never gave up, pushed himself like many other people. I'm just using Marty because he's an easy person I can use right now. Marty never stopped building. Marty's mindset was, I am going to bring as many people into this as I can to change lives. And some people tried doing that, but they didn't really have a lot of luck with it. So they kind of gave out. 4 years from now, what Marty has now, and I have no idea what he has, double it what you're going to have 4 years from now. Marty put the work in, like many people. I don't want to exclude anyone. Marty put the work in to talk about ONPASSIVE, to create ONPASSIVE Nation with Dan and Mike. He kept doing it. And there's a lot of people I can say kept doing it. He knew how big it was. He knew how many people's lives it was going to change. Now, take it this way. For hypothetical that tomorrow, and oh my God, Chris Johnson's saying this is a hypothetical. Tomorrow the paid products come out. All right. 4 years from now, from that day, what Marty has right now, triple it what you're going to have, and you didn't have to do anything. That's what Ash Bafar was talking about. No one is going to be excluded. Everyone gets to come along. And if I had the way I did it, I'd still do the same way. Where some people, I get it. I'm retired. They worked a lot of hours a week. They couldn't really get out to people, and that's okay. But it's still there for you. Just because you didn't build a big team in the beginning, all right, it's going to be done for you. And I cannot say that enough. A lot of people call me and they say, Chris, what? I'm not getting. No, guys. Ash Bafar said many times, no one's going to be left behind. Let us build this for you. But if you want to go out and work it, you can. Marty Degarmo, back to you, brother.
Very, very good. You know, another thing, remember this, and this is never going to stop. ONPASSIVE.com is a trademark, and it's also a domain name. Every time you see it, and it's in millions of locations, it's on billboards, it's on posters, it's on videos, in hundreds and hundreds of locations. Every time you see it, somebody clicked on it and somebody joined ONPASSIVE. And if they joined ONPASSIVE, they joined under a founder. Just keep that in mind. So the building is happening. It's happening. You can share and add to it, whatever. But remember, you know why I came in here? No doubt. I'm telling you, was because I wanted everyone to win. I could build a team, but what good was it if you bring people in and they do horrible? It's a horrible feeling. How could you look in the mirror and you're the only one that won? Like everybody's like a number, like Chris said. In ONPASSIVE, you're not a number. Now you can sit back and look at the little detail and what about this and what about, if you want to do it, do it. It's a waste of time. And later on, you're going to look back and say, what a waste of time that was. But the main thing, another thing he brought up last night, and I've known this for a while, the difference between like a Zoom and OConnect is not just the mechanics and that we're light years ahead. It's got heart. It's got life to it. Zoom is a dead, hard to find things. There's no life to it. There's no celebration. There's no, it's just a mechanical something that people use. That's the difference between ONPASSIVE and any other company. Everything we have, you can feel part of it. You feel part of Amazon? Do you feel part of Walmart? Do you feel part of any of those companies? Or do you feel part of everything ONPASSIVE made? I do. And the beauty of it, I didn't have to do it. I didn't have to pay for it. I didn't have to think about it. I didn't have to hire people to get it done. I did none of that. This unbelievable person decided to, I'm going to bless the world with everything I have. My time, my money. I'm going to surround myself with people that see the same vision. And that's all he did is shared his vision and people jumped on because it wasn't all about just money. It couldn't have been. It couldn't have been. Getting your name on a train station in Dubai is not just money. They saw where Ash wanted to go. They saw where he wanted to go. And that's powerful, powerful, powerful stuff. So we are blessed beyond belief. That was the main thing about this meeting. Nobody's going to be left behind. He said it again. Yeah, I mean, I know there's people that didn't migrate. They didn't take it serious. Trust me. When people start making money, people will get serious. And if they don't, there's nothing you can do. But no one will be left behind because of the company. They might be left behind because they deliberately just didn't pay attention and didn't want to do it. But come on, how far do we got to go? You got the easiest company. It does everything for you. You don't have to pay we didn't pay a dime. So yeah, we're very fortunate. I want to thank Chris for coming on. I want to thank Ash for coming on last night. I thought it was so cool for her. What's wrong?
Dog's getting on my nerves. She's right under my feet.
Oh, the dog's chirping her. The dog's like right on her heels the whole time she's walking. Anyway, so keep your eyes peeled. Remember, what we see is not what we're going to have. O-Connect's going up. The version we'll get, the paid version, is going to be boom, boom, boom. Trust me. O'Mail's being worked on. I know there's a couple issues. They know. I know it's hard to believe. They know. But listen, sometimes they're not going to individually go in a place and fix number A. They're going to fix A through Z. That's how they do it. And sometimes when you have this spider web of coding, there's a couple little things that when you do it, it doesn't quite match. Something's a little bit off. That's being worked on. And by the way, that happens in every IT company. When you're doing coding, a needle in a haystack. And the problem is the needle's different shapes. So you can't, it's so hard to find out. Because we got the best, they find it, they get it done. Like he said, they're working on stuff now. And you could say that every second of the day. They're working on something for me now. They're promoting now. They're doing this now. And an ad for me, for you. That's what the heck? What more can we ask for? 427 people today. I appreciate it. I had a blast. I'm going to do a couple shout outs for me and Chris.
Wait, I got to say something I forgot.
No, okay. See y'all. Goodbye.
No. If you remember, Ash said something last night, and I stopped him and said, "Wow, that is the most poetic thing I've ever heard you say." And I wasn't kidding. I even said, "I know, Ash, you're not really poetic all the time, but that one was." And I didn't write it down, but I try to remember what he was talking about. He was talking about they've been reviewing the next Connect, and he said something that not only got my heart racing, my blood pumping, I had goosebumps, and I stopped him. If you can watch the video or if you're on there, remember. He said, basically, Marty, you just popped it into my head, that the new Connect, and I thought about what he said. It's got feeling. You can see it in the clarity. You can hear it. In other words, it looks like it's right in front of that. You can actually touch it. You can feel my heart beating. You can hear my pulse. That's how clear the clarity was. And I'm going to repeat what someone told me the other day, and this is the honest to God truth. And I had to tell Ash this because I actually forgot to tell him. I don't know how I did. An individual who's a founder, his daughter, works for a company, and I guess the boss wanted her to reorder the Zoom for another 2-year package. And she had said, "Hey, have you ever heard this?" Talking to the Zoom people, have you ever heard about ONPASSIVE? She says, "Oh yeah." And Connect, oh yeah, they're going to be one of our biggest competitors. They're a little slow getting it going right now, but when you have a person that works for Zoom saying, "We know all about ONPASSIVE and Connect, that it's coming, and it's going to be one of our biggest competitors," and that's the honest to God truth. I'm not saying that to get you excited. That really happened. Okay, Zoom knows we're coming. They've actually taken a few things from ideas, but why? We use their product to advertise. We use YouTube, StreamYard, Zoom, all these things to promote ONPASSIVE, to get out to the world. And a lot of people say, "Why?" We do try to use Connect in some situations, but the world doesn't have Connect yet. They will, but right now we're using these other channels to advertise. It makes sense. Why would we make a company and never advertise? It's called marketing. Ash knows exactly what he's doing. But to hear someone from Zoom say that, and to hear what Ash Mafar said last night, he goes, basically, this is how I thought about it. If I'm driving in a car right now and I'm looking at the new Connect, you're going to feel the motor rev. You're going to feel the wind in your hair, if you got any. You're going to feel the sun on your face. This is how good Connect's going to be. And to hear Ash Mafar say that, plus the person from Zoom, I'm freaking fabulous. It's going to be a great life. And don't you forget about that. There's nothing else out there that's ever going to give you this excitement unless you win a lottery with billions of dollars, which ain't going to happen. But ONPASSIVE is going to happen. What a great English language. I love every one of you. Marty, go ahead. Do some shout outs, buddy. I thought I had to say that. I knew I was forgetting something.
Oh, no. I'm glad you did. I forgot about that. Let me say a couple howdies. Boom. Francis Tay, thank you for the super sticker, sir. I appreciate that. Let me go back to live chat. All right. I'll try to get to everybody. Zoran D, how you doing? Thank you for being here, Zoran. Hector Denault, thank you for being here. I appreciate it. Iron Stack Sala is always here. Thank you. Arvinder Kerr, welcome. Robert Tantillo is in the house. There is no sudden lead to greatness. Thank you, Robert. You're 100% right. George Lukakamo from Uganda, thank you for being here. Bartholomew Ruth Thompson, thank you. The one and only, one of the dynamic duo, Listra, is in the house. Hello, Listra, thank you. Gene Oliva, to whom much is given, much is expected. Absolutely. Virginia, Ginger, DeSanto, thank you. Asida Sampo, thank you for the super sticker. Wait, let's keep going. Sawtooth Range, Marty. We are an ONPASSIVE, brother. Yes, we are. Thanks for being here. Adako John, thank you for being here. Up. Oh, man, I'm sorry. Uplevi, I can't say your first name. I'm not even going to try it. I will butcher that. Yin Yang 44.4, thank you. And here she is, another powerhouse woman. We got many of them. Janet Butler is in the house. Best thing is, Ash has given us all the opportunity to be like him. That's exactly right. We will get to pay it forward. The gift is giving us to others. Absolutely. Richard Lamott, how you doing, buddy? In case you didn't remember, bite me. Anita, be happy. How you doing? Emile Pittier is always here. I appreciate it. Faith Mitchell, beautiful name. Thank you for being here. Sandra Doss, thank you. Madhu Valley, welcome. Michael Klaus, How you doing? Tell your brother get ready. Christmas is coming. Santa isn't his name. I'm joking. This wasn't that funny, but I'm still joking. Emil Pitt, yeah, thank you for the super sticker. Jerry Nix, buddy, I hope you're doing well. I know you're having some stuff done. We'll be praying for you, buddy. Rose Montaby, thank you, thank you, thank you. Life and nature. I'm going to slip something in real quick. I beat the crap out of Chris in pool. Okay, let me keep going. Armando J.
No, you
Chris
did not. I won.
He doesn't know what he's saying.
I won. Oh, you were supposed to say it the other way. That's the bet. That's the bet.
Okay, Chris beat me. He beat me.
First time in a long time. Literally.
He beat me like a redheaded stepchild. All right. Myra Aquino, wonderful lady. She's always on the webinars. She's always on Omino. I don't know if she was there last night. Oh, that stinks. She's there every night. Anyway, Lori Lund was there. Hello, Lori. Lori wants a Clydesdale. Yes, she wants a Clydesdale. And what I'd like to tell you is for $29.95, you can rent Chris daily for the kids. I'm just kidding. Robin Live.
What did you say last night? I'm still laughing. Marty said, you say it, because I think it was funny about the elephant. I
said, I'm built like an elephant, and Ash has got the memory of one. Rob Lynn, hello, Lynn Nakamoto. Thank you for everything you do. And don't forget, Lynn, Rob Lynn tonight at 8 o'clock. It's not hard to remember. They do it every night. It is a variety hour, but they don't know how to tell time, so it's variety hour plus. And at 9:40, the second official Omino will be on. Okay, the second official. She's going to have to open up a bigger room because she's been blasted everywhere. Gifty, how you doing? What a beautiful lady. She's one of the ones that smile and lights up the room, as I said. Deborah Ruel, welcome. Mr. Rashik Makamwa, thank you. Michael Champagne, how you doing, buddy? I hope to open up a glass with you someday. Casey, Shorty, say it. Shorty. He's playing me off. Casey Zevenbergen. He's miserable today. Maxie Smith, hello. Karina, hello, Karina. I'm glad you could make. Oh my God, you've got some emojis. Holy moly, I can't believe you got that many on there. Ava Das. Ava is such a wonderful lady. It's
Ava, not Ava, Ava.
Okay, Ava. Whatever, you know what I meant. I'm Abba's teddy bear. I can say whatever I want.
Oh,
right,
God,
Abba?
I forgot about you're the teddy bear.
Yeah, I put Narelle to sleep, and I'm Abba's teddy bear. Yeah, I have an important role in ONPASSIVE, as you can see. Frank Rowe, how you doing, buddy? Jane Helms, another wonderful lady. M. Kylie is. Shorty just fell off the couch. M. Kylie, how you doing? Orella Mammon. Oh, Orella Mammon, I think that is. Haba Janit. Cynthia Deering, how you doing? Wow, he fell off the couch. How did he fall off the couch?
Did he bounce?
His head did.
He's not crying.
Yeah, he is.
Hear him crying.
He's holding it in.
Hey, let's do this real quick. Let me stop you. So today, check out Red and Jane's Monday Fun Day. Go to their YouTube, check it out. You got Marty and Chris on Marty's YouTube. If you missed it, we all record these guys. Comfort Contour 4 o'clock. I'm not sure if Michael and Julie are doing a 3 o'clock today. I've not heard, but it's a possibility. Just check the back office. Rob Lynn live every night at 8 o'clock. Somewhere between 9:40. Manu is her new name for her show, and then Engineer Mike at 10 o'clock. I'm sure there's a lot more going on, but we thank all of you for staying consistent in what you're doing. We appreciate
exactly right.
Wow.
If you like webinars, there's webinars. Okay.
Yeah. There's always information out there.
You done, Chris?
Brother, I've been done. Now it's time to done. I got to be doing running for the next 5 hours.
Okay. Akram was there last night. Great guy. We had a lot of fun. The thing, Maman, Dawn McIntyre. Hello, Dawn. Thank you for being here.
Ruth and her
Evie,
sister showed
Maman,
up.
Bakita, Faith Mitchell. I'm trying to get down here. Roy Davies from Florida. How you doing, buddy? Oh, Chris DeGrassi. Hello, Chris.
And guys, remember this. These are not scheduled. Ash will call Marty. What are you doing? Playing pool with Chris. I'm already go on the old Connect. All right, I might show up. So here's my thing for you. You can always come on a webinar. They're going, you know, all the times. I just read them to you. You never know when this guy's going to show up because he loves doing it. This is like a little vacation for him to get away from the business because he thinks all day. When he comes on with us, he has fun. He lets some of that I'm not going to say stress because I don't think he's stressed. He handles it very well. But when he comes on to talk to us, just to talk about food and watermelons growing in a case, it was actually really funny. So just go to one of these sites once in a while. You never know when Ash will show up. All right,
Marty. You never know. And by the way, hello, Susan DeVoe. I haven't seen you for a long time. Thank you for
Susan
being here.
DeVoe.
No, but you know what's funny? Ash talks about food, knows all about food, and he's just in this guy in the room. Does that suck or what? I think about food and I gain 40 pounds. Jeez.
Yeah, but he only eats once a day. We eat 10 times a day.
No. He does intermittent fasting, even if he doesn't realize it. That's why he's so healthy. Wendell White, how you doing? I'm almost done. Praveen Kumar. Anyway, guys, thank you, all of you, for being here. I had a good time. I figured me and Chris, after getting up too late, would come together. We'd make some type of webinar. And then, like he said, he ran through the schedule the best he could. Go where you feel comfortable, where you have a good time, and get some information. If there's somewhere you go and you say, I'm not sure if that's right, go somewhere else.
That's right.
Yeah, you want to hear the truth, okay? I just want you to get the truth. Anyway, thank you from the bottom of my heart. We're over 400 people, which is really nice. Thank you for taking the time to listen to us. But the main thing is, and take this with you, we are blessed beyond belief. And you can do, I don't care who you are, every name I read off, every name I didn't read off, you can go to your full potential and ONPASSIVE. That's what it's for. It is the platform of hope. It's the platform of putting shoe on the shoeless, water with the thirsty, homes for the homeless, everything you could imagine. This company is here to change the world, not put a Band-Aid on it. I will see you all, and thank you very much. And God's will, we'll see you tomorrow or later on. All right, bye.
Thanks, tech team, Nazelle, all the Mohammeds, Dr.
Oh,
Susan.
yeah.
We love you. And this sip of coffee is for you. What you've done for us is very thankful from all of us. All of us, we appreciate your hard work. God bless you all. Keep it going. Marty, I'm done.
You're in our prayers every day. No doubt about it. I look up to you big time. Never met you, but I met your heart. That's all that matters. I'll see you all, and God bless.